Ever since I started using the Apple Watch, I've gone to love and appreciate this device as more than just a simple watch. I've done over 15 videos plus when it comes to Apple Watches, and the reason why I appreciate and love my Apple Watch is because of the apps that I use on it. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you some of the best apps that you can get for your Apple Watch right now. Now, this happens to me quite a bit. Sometimes I'm out with friends and then a song comes on and then all of a sudden I see my friends trying to unlock their device, and then once they unlock, they're trying to find an app and then raise their phone. Sometimes they even drop their phone and I'm like, oh my goodness, there's a better way to do that. And thankfully, we now have Shazam on the Apple Watch, and with as little as 3 clicks, you can actually find the song that's playing. So on the Apple Watch, we now have Shazam, and that's the first app that I would like to highlight. And from the moment you open Shazam, it's very simple. The UI is very easy to use. All you have to do is just tap it and then it will begin listening and it will give you the name of the song. And if you actually want the song to play and you want to verify that the song playing is the correct one, you can actually play on Shazam and it will actually play the audio, not using your iPhone, but using the Apple Watch itself. The audio will be coming right from these 2 speakers of the Apple Watch. And that is something cool and good that I like about Shazam on the Apple Watch. Instead of doing this, you can simply just, 3 clicks and then you go like this and you find your song without having to do all the movements. The next app that I would like to highlight is also a music app. Obviously, by now you know that I like my music, and it's Spotify. Spotify on the Apple Watch works amazing. So if you have a sound system at home or you have a sound system in your car, basically, anywhere where you are using Spotify, even with your Android device, you can actually control your music using Spotify on the Apple Watch. As long as you are signed into the same account on your Spotify, you can easily just open the music, select it, and then when you click next, depending on the device that is playing your music, you'll be able to control it like that. Obviously, not many people use the Apple Watch for music only. Others use it for sleep, and I'm one of those people. So when it comes to sleep, I use an application called Pillow. It's very simple to use. It does what its name tells you, and the way you use Pillow is basically you just open the app, select the time that you want to start and the time that you want to wake up. Obviously, you want to select a range that will give you 8 hours of sleep because that's the recommended time. And then once you're done, all you have to do is to basically click start, and once you're done, it will actually tell you your sleep quality and also how long you've slept for. And then if you go to the settings of your app, you can actually select different options from how you want your watch to wake you up using haptics or iPhone speaker, and also naps, recovery, full cycle, and so on. All this information and these functions the Pillow app can do for you. But if you want something that's a little bit sophisticated and that does a bit more than this, then check out Auto Sleep Tracker. Although at the time I'm recording this video, it's not free. Also, sometimes you're having a bad day, things go up, things go down, and when you're having a bad day or even a good day and you want a little bit of motivation, you can actually get some motivational quotes from the Apple Watch. And the app for this is actually called Motivation, and it's very simple. From the moment you open the app, it will automatically tell you random motivations or random quotes, and it will tell you who the motivation comes from. And as you can see, it's very easy, very simple to do. Sometimes you want to take on the world, and this motivation app has been good for me. Uber is also another great app that a lot of people use on the Apple Watch, and most people use the Uber apps in situations where they need something right there and there. For example, when you've just arrived in from the airport and you want an Uber quickly, the Apple Watch can quickly do that, although it's limited compared to what you can do on the iPhone. But you can call an Uber and it will actually give you ETAs depending on the ride that you select. And also, if you're going out and you don't know whether you'll be coming back, being able to drive in a straight line or being able to even stand up, then the Uber app might save you in times like that. This is a great app. I don't use it a lot, but most people that do have given me great feedback when it comes to this. Now, when it comes to navigations, I've grown to love the Apple Maps quite a bit. It's not yet as sophisticated or advanced as Google Maps, but when I use it on the Apple Watch alongside my iPhone, I get like an amazing user experience. And this is because with the Apple Watch, you actually get haptic feedback. So if you are driving and you're vibing to the music, sometimes you miss turns or you see interesting things around you and you miss your turn. But with the Apple Maps on the Apple Watch, you actually get haptic feedback whereby your watch will actually vibrate to tell you that there's a turn coming in perhaps the next 100 or 200 meters, which is good. It's something that I've been using quite a bit. Sometimes you come across or meet someone who doesn't speak the same language as you or who doesn't understand you. In Canada, I mean, this is a country full of immigrants, so this is an app that I've gotten to use, and it's Microsoft Translator. You can easily open the app, and if you want to translate into a different language, it's very easy. Just hold the app and then select the language that you want to translate to, and then tap the microphone and speak what you want to translate, and this app will be able to translate into the language that you've selected. Sometimes, you know, taking out the phone and then trying to search for the app and then, you know, clicking and, you know, saying to the person and then showing the person what you've translated isn't always the best thing. And for me, I've actually gotten used to this translator. The only downside to this is that sometimes the audio isn't as great as it's supposed to. So hopefully in future they update this, but this is an app that I've also been using, and it's a great one for those Apple Watch users and for most Canadians, immigrants. Yeah, we all immigrants in Canada. Next, we want to talk about an interesting app. Sometimes you're working, but you're also anxious because you don't know the battery condition or percentage of your phone. So thankfully, there's an app for that, and it's called Battery Phone. So if you're worried that you might not make it home because your phone might be flat and you actually can't access your phone right there and there, you can check your percentage on this app, and it's a great app that I've been using from time to time. Now, sometimes you just need to relax a little bit, you know, chill a little bit, play a little bit of a game. And one such game that I've been using on my Apple Watch is Pong. This game is so simple to use, and you can actually select between normal and difficult level. So I've found this game to be quite relaxing, and sometimes when I'm testing Apple Watch updates, I use this game to see if there are any frame drops or just to see how my crown responsive or my screen or overall watch performance is performing. It's not too heavy, it won't drain your battery, it's very simple and very easy to use. If you have the self version of the Apple Watch, you can actually check out this next app because it's quite an interesting one, and it's been improved from the previous version that we used to have, and it's called Parity. It allows you to browse on your Apple Watch and visit different web pages, and with this app you have quite a number of sets or most visited websites that are already set in there, so you don't have to type most of the sites. But if you want to type it, you actually have the World Wide Web already typed in for you, and you can type in the custom website that you want to visit. But just keep in mind that the browsing on the Apple Watch isn't as great as the iPhone, but this is an app that you would want to use. Let's say, for example, your phone is flat and you want to Google up something or find something on the internet. This app allows you to browse on your Apple Watch, and it's a good one. Gas Buddy is an app that I use sometimes to glance and see where the cheapest gas is on the Apple Watch. So this Gas Buddy app actually shows you the closest station to you and how much it is, and it actually helps you save on gas and gives you direction to the cheapest service station that is closest to your current location depending on the settings that you set. It's available on the Apple Watch, and you can actually customize it more alongside the iPhone. Also, another app that we want to talk about when it comes to customization is called Watch Buddy. So this app, if you have a certain color of the Apple Watch, or you customize your watch quite a lot, or you change bands quite a lot and you want like a theme that goes alongside your Apple Watch, this is one that I've gotten to use quite a bit. It will be able to allow you to customize your watch using third-party themes, and also to do way much more than that. It's one that I've used from time to time, and it's been a great one. Now, those are most of the interesting Apple Watch apps that I've used and gotten to like. If you have any other interesting Apple Watch apps that you would like me to check out, then by all means feel feel free to drop a comment in the comment section below and I'll check it out. Other than that, that's about it for me. If you like this video, a like would be good, but a sub would be better. Stay safe and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Peace.